Hey y'all, it is Saturday, February 11th, around 11:30 a.m. and I've been hiking about an hour and a half and close to 3 miles on one of the most popular trails and well-known trails in Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the Alum Cave Trail. So it's really busy at the lower end. The first thing I had on the video was Arch Rock, when I crossed the bridge over Alum Cave Creek, and then there were some viewpoints as I climbed around a bend, and then the third thing was Alum Cave, the massive overhanging bluffs. Not really a cave, but they're well over 100 feet and spectacular rock formations. But from there the crowds kind of thin out as I make my way up towards Mount LeConte, which is the third highest peak in the Great Smokies, but probably the most well-known besides Clingman's Dome. There is a alpine hut on top that operates spring through fall, and llamas and helicopters bring supplies up there and people stay there all throughout the year. In the winter you can camp up there at the shelter. But the mountain, just under 6,600 feet, is a very long east-west massive with multiple overlooks, and I'm looking forward to getting up there. Unfortunately, when I planned this trip earlier in the week, the weather forecast was much better. It's supposed to be sunny today, but now it's supposed to be cloudy all day, 20 to 40% chance of rain throughout the day. And the wind is supposed to be steady around 15 to 20 miles an hour. And it's gotten louder as I keep going up in elevation. And it's supposed to be gusting 40 to 50 miles an hour on the west facing sides of the mountain. So it might be kind of gnarly up there. But I think I only have 2 miles or so to go to the summit. I've been burning people. I think I've passed about 70 or 80 people so far, and no one's passed me. So I'm feeling pretty good, although my knee's acting up. And looking forward to getting up there. Looks like I'm probably going to be in the clouds the entire time I'm around the top of the mountain. Oh well. Creepy. I'm just above the 6,000 foot mark, and I've gone through a few pretty icy sections. You can't see it from here, but I was told that it gets worse as you keep climbing, so I'm going to go ahead and slip on my Yaktrax, and hopefully they're worth it. Lots of ice. Beautiful icy trail. It's nice that they have cables on the side for most of the hike above 6,000 feet. I just wish I was getting some views, getting close to the top. Here is the LeConte Shelter. I've already passed by some of the lodge buildings and the trails to Cliff Top, and I'm making my way east towards the High Point and Myrtle Point, and then I'll double back, turn around. The high point of the mountain is called High Top, and it's 6,593 feet, and there's no views up there, so I might not take a video, but the next stop will be Myrtle Point. I'm very glad I put on the Yaktrax when I did. It wasn't icy at first, but as I got close to the summit, it's just been ice sheets everywhere above 6,200 feet. Mostly solid ice with some slush. This is actually pretty bare, but I'm at the high point, high top at 6,593 feet. Third tallest peak in the Great Smokies. And it's in the top 10 of North Carolina and the East Coast, but I don't know where it ranks in there. It's probably around 7 or 8. And incredibly poor taste. People have been building a giant cairn, it looks like. Please don't build cairns like this. They destroy the natural environments of small critters, especially in the waterways of the Smokies. They destroy salamander habitats. So yeah, not something I like to see, but I walked up there and tagged it, and now I'm on my way to Myrtle Point. I'm at Myrtle Point, the easternmost peak on Mount LeConte at 6,490 feet. So it's about 103 feet shorter than high top. It's 1:20 p.m. so it took me 3 hours and 20 minutes to get to the farthest point on the mountain. So about 2 miles an hour, which is pretty good. And after Alum Cave, my knee really started acting up. My IT band swelled up again, just like it did 2 weeks ago. And I've been going really slow, all the ice. So I am glad I'm at the end and I just have to go down. You know, if it wasn't socked in by clouds, this would be an awesome little spot. This direction is to the north, and the trail that comes in is very narrow, and there's spots on each side of the trail, right and left, both north and south, that have really open view spots. This is the end of it, and it's actually not that cold, even though it seems like it. It's supposed to be in the mid 40s today. It's probably in the low 40s up here, and with this wind, it probably around high 30s with the wind chill, but it's not actually that cold. I'm only wearing nylon pants and short socks, and until just now I've only been wearing a long sleeve wool base layer and my Mountain Hardwear windproof vest. So I haven't been cold. I put on my rain jacket just because on the way up all the snow melt's falling off the trees, and it's just so annoying to get wet from all that. So if it wasn't cloudy and windy, this would be a really awesome view. This is southwest, immediately south, and in this direction I believe it would be Klingman's Dome. Oh, yeah, there's about 30, 40 mile an hour winds up here. So not a spot that I'm going to really sit down and eat some lunch. So I'm going to head back into the trees, the lodge. The wind's kind of making my fingers pretty cold. So yeah, this is Myrtle Point. Fortunately, you get to see nothing. Neither did I. This is Cliff Top, the westernmost peak of Mount LeConte at 6,555 feet, so it's only 48 feet below the true summit. And it's a similar type feel as Myrtle Point. We've got these stunted heath bald shrubs all over. It's as if all the boreal conifer forest can't survive on the cliff faces because it's too gnarly. There's a sign saying I'm prohibited from going beyond there, so maybe there's some protection of areas over there. I bet there's some more views and cliffs maybe keep going on some of the side trails. I mean, who knows how steep the drop off is. Here, I can check the GPS, but I mean, it looks pretty far down. Those are some steep cliffs right there. Whew. If only I chose a better day. Woo. LeConte Lodge. I missed this on the way up, the keyhole. Just past under Arch Rock again. I wanted to make a quick correction. Earlier I said that the bridge is over Alum Cave Creek. This is actually Styx Branch, and Alum Cave Creek is downstream only a few hundred feet. Alum Cave Creek. This is Walker Camp Prong, right beside the parking lot. Very big, nice and beautiful. And just downstream, it meets the Alum Cave Creek to form the west prong of the Little Pigeon River. All right, so back in the car. Gonna make this quick. My knee's really hurting. It feels worse than 2 weeks ago. The IT band, I really need to stretch for the next couple weeks and not hike. It's almost unbearable to move my leg. So that was 12.4 miles in just under 7 hours. And if my knee didn't start hurting 2 miles into the hike, I could have definitely done that in about 5.5. So it wasn't that hard. It's just my IT band is swollen and I can't really bend my knee. I was lock-stepping all the way down. The last 3 or 4 miles, it was like single file, keeping one leg straight. It was pretty miserable. Unfortunately, didn't get the views. You know, the only good views are at that bend before you get to Alum Cave. Really nice views there, but you're kind of boxed in by the bigger mountains. I'm sure the views from Mount LeConte are amazing. I've seen pictures of them online. You know, the creeks are really nice. You know, I could have spent more time exploring some of the sites along Alum Cave Creek, but you know, I would just want to get home. So we'll see if I can do anything tomorrow. You know, this is the whole weekend I was supposed to spend up here doing some hiking tomorrow, and I don't really know what I can do, honestly. So this might be my only hike for the next couple weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys later.